If you are a young doctor, intern, or medical student, sooner or later you will face a patient with suspected myocardial infarction, and the first few minutes are absolutely critical. Every minute of delay means more myocardium dying. In this video, I am going to explain the 5 most important things that you must do immediately when a patient presents with myocardial infarction. These steps are simple, practical, and life-saving, the exact approach that you should follow in the emergency department or ward. So friends, today's video is very important. You see this video till the end, and if you have come for the first time on this channel, then do subscribe this channel for more such clinical insights. So friends, let's get started. The very first step is rapid clinical assessment and stabilization. Remember the golden rule ABC, that is airway, breathing, and circulation. Check if the patient is conscious, breathing adequately, and hemodynamically stable. Look for the warning signs such as severe chest pain, diaphoresis, breathlessness, hypotension, or altered consciousness. Attach patient to the cardiac monitor, pulse oximeter, and blood pressure monitor immediately. If the oxygen saturation of the patient is less than 90%, then you will have to give supplemental oxygen and establish at least one large bore intravenous line, preferably two. And this is to allow quick administration of medications and IV fluids if required. So at this stage, your goal is to stabilize the patient and prevent sudden deterioration. Now, the second crucial step is getting a 12-lead ECG immediately. Guidelines recommend that every suspected myocardial infarction patient must have an ECG within 10 minutes of arrival. The ECG helps to determine whether the patient has ST elevation myocardial infarction, which is known as STEMI, or non-ST elevation myocardial infarction, which is known as NSTEMI. And this distinction is very important because it determines the entire management strategy. If STEMI is present, then reperfusion therapy must be arranged immediately. So never delay the ECG because it is the most important diagnostic tool in early myocardial infarction management. Now, the third important step is immediate antiplatelet therapy. Platelet aggregation is the key mechanism behind coronary artery thrombosis. So, stopping platelet activity early helps limit in-clot progression. The standard first drug is aspirin 300 milligrams. Make sure that the patient chews it rather than swallowing it whole because chewing allows faster absorption. Next, give a second antiplatelet agent such as a clopidogrel, prasugrel, or ticagrelor. This combination is known as dual antiplatelet therapy or DAPT. Early DAPT significantly reduces the mortality and recurrent ischemic events. Here, you will also give a plaque stabilizing drug like atorvastatin or rosuvastatin. Now, the fourth step is controlling pain and reducing myocardial oxygen demand. Severe chest pain increases sympathetic activity, heart rate, and myocardial oxygen consumption, which can worsen the ischemia. So, the first line therapy here is sublingual nitroglycerin. This medication works by dilating the coronary arteries and reducing the preload, which improves the myocardial oxygen supply. If the pain persists and the patient's blood pressure is stable, then intravenous morphine can also be given. Morphine not only relieves the pain but also reduces anxiety and sympathetic drive. Here, you will always monitor blood pressure and respiratory status carefully while giving morphine. And also remember to avoid nitrates in case of hypotension or suspected right ventricular infarction. Now, the fifth and the most definitive step is reperfusion therapy. In STEMI, the blocked coronary artery must be opened as soon as possible. There are two main options for reperfusion. The preferred treatment is primary percutaneous coronary intervention, also known as primary PCI. This means urgent coronary angioplasty with stenting. Guidelines recommend a door to balloon time of less than 90 minutes. Primary PCI is the best treatment when it is available at your center. But if PCI is not available within the recommended time frame, then thrombolytic therapy has to be given. The common thrombolytic agents that can be used are streptokinase, tenecteplase, and altiplase. The goal here is rapid clot dissolution and restoration of coronary blood flow. Always remember the phrase, time is muscle. Now let's quickly recap the first 5 things to do in myocardial infarction. So the first is rapid assessment and ABC stabilization. Second is obtain a 12-lead ECG within 10 minutes. Third, give immediate antiplatelet therapy and plaque stabilizing drug. Fourth is to provide pain relief and anti-ischemic treatment. And the fifth and the most important is arrange for urgent reperfusion with primary PCI or thrombolysis. Following these steps systematically can dramatically improve patients' survival. So if you are a young doctor or a medical student, mastering these emergency steps can truly save patients' life. If you find today's video helpful, give it a like, share with your friends, and if you have come for the first time on this channel, then do subscribe this channel for more such emergency management videos. See you in the next video. Till then, thank you.